Hey all, it's Rightplan here from Novagamer. We are back with the mighty quest for epic loot, Castle Defense 13. So if you haven't checked out 12 and all the previous ones, feel free to go back and check those out for all the other castle designs we've come up with so far. This one has been doing quite a bit better since Defense 12. So some of it is taken from Defense 12, which were the better rooms, and then we added other things on. So if you are wondering why some of them we're not going to discuss too fully, you can check that out in Castle Defense 12 if you want a better explanation of them. In Castle Attack 2, we just had that put out yesterday. So if you guys want to check that out, you can as well. We just started the attack videos, and people seem to be enjoying them. So check them out and let us know what you think of them. We also, when we were doing the Castle Attack, when we were doing, we briefly went over competitions and how you can get gems that way. For those who didn't know, nobody has beaten my times on the competition since that video. Yeah, so you guys might want to go do that. Beat my defense. Beat the competition. Anyways, so let's get right into it here. You'll see that I did it right at like midnight, and then that's when I finished the castle. This was the first attack, and it won right away, so I was pretty excited that I got a big win, because as you can see, once your crowns start getting this high, you lose big. And that's only 2 stars, and I still lost 15, so I don't know what you guys are losing now, but you can tell that 15 on only 2-star win is a big loss. So there was, as you can see, there's another win right after. So we started getting some more wins in this castle. It's been doing well. Neon was the first person to comment. He's been checking out our videos, so thanks a lot, Neon. It's almost impossible killing your time, even with the 40-second boost from mines. Thank you very much. You guys definitely want to keep running your castles and get them as quick as you can, because with this new defense, when people try to attack, if they kill your mines, you get an extra 5 seconds per mine. That's an extra 40 seconds if they get all the mines. So you need to really up your game on how fast you run your castle. This one I find funny. You effing gay trap spammer. I find that hilarious because, well, it's part of the game, and I'm sorry you died. But here's the thing. I had people complain when I put too many creatures in the castle that there's too many creatures. Then I had people complain there was too many fire mines when I put too many fire mines. Now it's too many traps. You know what? It's part of the game. Your point of making the castle is to make it not so that it's not spamming something, and you're supposed to make it so that it kills people and keeps your crowns. So if you don't like the game, you might want to try something else, but maybe you're just having a bad day. I made it. Sorry for running to the end of the castle. Castle Defense 12 was great. When is the next Castle Attack coming out? Well, he said that 3 days ago, and 1 day ago we put out Castle Attack 2. So feel free to check that out, Granto. And he did make it. Used 4 potions, but he made it all the way to the end. 1 star. He pretty much ran straight to the end and skipped the hamster wheel room. So I'll show you guys that, because that is possible to do, and I'll show you why. Then we got 2 wins. A very small amount of crowns once again, because if I win small. If I lose big, so it's kind of annoying. Nice one, but I did terrible. Nice one again. He finally got it on the 3rd attempt. And Tronic really didn't like that run, but we got another win. Awesome. See a fresh twist on the mouse wheel room. Yes, I tried to change up the mouse wheel room. That's right. I brought it back. Last 2 defense videos, I tried to completely eliminate using hamster wheels, and we made 2 very good castles. So if you want to try to build a castle without a hamster wheel room, you can check out Defense 11 and 12. So I brought it back for Defense 13 because it is a huge killing room, and really the point of these defense videos is to give you guys a good layout on a really strong defense. And, well, it just sucks, but the hamster wheel room is a really good defense. So I decided to make a fresh twist to it. Then we got a bunch of losses. We got Zhang Liao without your gate. Okay, so that's the comment I was saying. If you watch Castle Attack 2, you can see more about that. That's actually the Castle Attack 2 video question, so feel free to go watch that and give us your opinion on that question. The rotating fire canyons are really unpredictable sometimes. I think the Castle Defense setup would be better than Castle Defense 12, and it was. Can't wait. Thanks, Leo. So we got a little bit of a losing streak here, which does happen all the time. But then I got back into the wins again with another big win, which I love seeing this when your crowns are this high, because that means that you did a really successful win. And then we got a couple more wins, but as you can see, I'm still getting 0 for some people's. This person right here never attacked me once. They're level 28, and I get 0 crowns for it. Same thing with, yeah, right here. As you can see, level 28, no crowns, and then I only got 9 and 6 for 2 wins, and then I got a 21 win. So you can see it's difficult to get your crowns back with the higher up your crowns get, which gets kind of annoying because then I get another loss, which is a minus 16 again by Sir Anthoroth. Then we got 2 more wins, another big win. Antronic attacked again and lost again. Sorry, Antronic. And then we got another bunch of losses here, and the problem is as you can see now, it's like all my losses are huge. I don't have a such thing as a small loss, even though they're only 2-star losses. They're still big losses. 1 more win and 3 more losses, but then a whole bunch more wins here with another big win. So I'm really enjoying this castle because I'm getting huge wins from it, which means I'm taking out people that have high crowns, attacking it. They play the game a lot. They know how to get past a lot of stuff, and they're still dying. I feel really bad for Master Shake on this one because he's not joking when he says that he was a 1/10 of a second from a potion, because it was literally the potion went off at the exact same time he hit the ground. So that just sucks, Master. Couple wins, couple losses. Thanks for the videos, although I'm not 30 yet. They have helped me a lot in my defending. I'm glad, Toby, and we'll keep making them for you as long as people keep enjoying them. Get another win, a bunch more losses again. Thank you for this part. Your castle is not easy to finish. Thank you, Bongo Kid. We've been working hard on this one. 3 more wins. So as you can see, we are getting win streaks, which is good to see again, especially since that patch, which has made it a little bit easier to kill castles lately. Then we get 3 losses, which once again are bigger than my wins. But then I get a big win here, so kind of bounces out a bit. Nice castle, Dracos from Brazil. Sorry for stealing 20 crowns. I skipped the whole mouse wheel room. That's no problem, Granto. Honestly, you're level 27, so the fact that you made it to the end is nice. And you still got 2 stars because you still beat my timer, obviously. And I will show people how that's done in this castle. You beat my timer and you beat the castle. I was just testing, but awesome castle made. Thank you very much. So we've had a lot of low-level people, as you can see, attacking the castle. That's because since the videos, people want to check it out, the defense, before the defense video comes out, which I don't mind you guys doing. And as you can see, you guys won't lose crowns if you do, because I try to keep my crowns up high, so you guys won't lose crowns if you test it, and I don't gain crowns. So it's kind of a win-win. Your defense 1 on Fenji. Nice castle. I was too bored to look for all the mines. No problem, Jules Verne. That was a 1-star, and then I got 2 more losses at the very end. But as you can see, those 2 losses added up to minus 30 crowns. So my losses really hurt me, and there's not much I can do about that. The only way I can stop that from happening is to go completely down in crowns, which I don't see the point in doing that. I don't think there was any 3 stars. Let me just check real fast here. I think that there was 1, but the video was messed up on it. Let me check. Go quickly down here. I think I might have seen 1. Yeah, right here. I do apologize, more X59. I would have recorded your video and put it up on how you defeated it, because he did use 4 potions. He did beat my timer, and he got all 3 stars. He actually did a really good job, and it was 100% legit. The only problem is that when I started the video, I don't know why this happened, and I've seen this a couple times. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I went to go watch the replay, and it showed him starting at the beginning of my castle, and as soon as he started moving, the video shut off. Now, I've done some reading, and some people are saying that that's them using a bug, and that's them kind of using the bug to make it so you can't see them cheat. I don't think that that's the case. I'm not going to sit here and tell somebody they're a cheater. All I know is that you beat my castle, you got all 3 stars, and you used 4 potions. And in my opinion, if somebody was cheating, they probably wouldn't have used 4 potions. So that's why I don't think you were. I think that the game just messed up on the videos, which is unfortunate, because I really wish I could put you at the end of this video, because we didn't have anybody who did 3 stars yet that could be added onto the end of the videos, since the first naked run that we had back in Defense 11, I think it was. So sorry about that, more X59. Keep trying on the future ones, and we'll try to get your video recorded for you, and hopefully it doesn't mess up next time. But there you have it. That is the wins and losses for this castle. As you can see, there's a lot more wins on this one than there was on Defense 12, and we have bigger wins now than we did before, which is always good to see. I'll just show you guys real quick. This is the potion lineup here for the dyes. Our collection is coming up now. I think I have almost all of them except for the really high legendary ones, which, in case you guys don't know, you can go right here to this tab, go to dies, and you can see them all here. I'm pretty sure I have all these ones. I think the ones where I start lacking is right here, these ones, which are all the legendary ones. So they're a little more difficult to get. I think I got one legendary. Yeah, Banishing Black. I think that's the only legendary one I got. Yeah, it looks like it. So I have all the other ones, but not all these legendary ones, because they're very, very difficult to get. So as you can see, I got all these potions and only one legendary. So that tells you just about how difficult it is to get a legendary potion. So let's check out the castle. So as before, I tried to keep as many bodies as I could. Now you do hit a body cap. I believe it's 18, so you have basically 10 bodies that can lie on the ground in your castle and your 8 mines. So you can only max out at 18, I believe. I haven't seen it go any higher than that. So I have had to get rid of some of them just so I can see the new deaths coming in. But I kept track of them. So a couple extra deaths to add here. There was one in this room. There was one right at the end here where somebody pretty much died to having almost no health and no potions by the time they got through, and one of these group of monsters that they dragged through killed them at the end. There's one death in this room, and there is one in this room. Other than that, this is the layout that I've kept, and I really wanted to keep all these here so you can see just how many people that this new hamster wheel room has been killing. So what we'll do is we'll start at the beginning, and we'll go through as always. I'll stop briefly so you guys can pause the video and see the actual layout of that room, and we'll tell you what piece of room that is. I put in this time killer here. Now you guys can keep that there, or you can put it at the end. I wouldn't suggest putting it anywhere in the middle because you're just going to make it easier for people to get past all this. So this really doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about these two. You can do whatever you want with those 2 extra pieces. So the first room, go right there, and you guys can pause the video here and see that layout if you want. And then that room piece is right down here. So that is the Cross Hall 06, and I used that piece twice. I used it once here at the beginning and once here at the last piece at the end. So the piece at the beginning and the piece at the end are both the Cross Hall 06. And when people first come in here, you'll see that I set it up like this again, so that now if somebody goes this way instead of going this way, sometimes I have seen people do this where they've ran all the way to the end, killed this last mine, realized they didn't have all the mines killed, and then had to backtrack, and then ended up dying in the hamster wheel room again because they had to go through it a second time to look for this mine they forgot. So I did that there, I did it here, so that people have to like go this way to go in here, then go down here, and in here to go in here. So it kind of makes it so if somebody tries to run straight through this way and then go straight through the hamster wheel room, they're going to have to go back through to come back and get these 2 mines again. So it does add a little bit of extra difficulty. This is one of the new rooms that I set up. I haven't had this set up yet. I added a gel wall when you're coming in, so it gets rid of their mana and everything. And the way that I have this set up, so if you guys want to set up just like this, it makes it so that these warriors, which have the heavy-handed set on, these smelly warriors, will get pretty much up to this gel wall by the time you get to it, and they'll start swinging at you while you're going through the gel wall. So it gives them time to get their hard swings off and hit you. And then I got a bear trap here in case the person tries to quickly go through this direction, which is the shortest, least passive resistance, as you can see here, because it's only half the gel wall. So if somebody tries to go this way, you'll get them with the bear trap. And of course, we have the Defendertron. One thing I've been adding this time is I've been adding the Bone Puppeteer on his heal setting, on his medic setting, so that he also heals the mine, keeping people on here even longer now. It's something I've been trying out, and it's working really well for this defense, so I might start doing that in future ones, because when this guy, the Defendertron, is making it so you can't do damage to this mine, the Bone Puppeteer heals the mine back up again, so it makes it so you're in here even longer. Pretty much the same setup right here, except for I used a cannon instead of a rotating fire cannon. So this is kind of the setup I was talking about that we had in 11 and 12. So you guys want to see more about why we set it up this way and what's the best creatures to use in here, you can go check out those videos. The only difference is that instead of using smelly warriors, I used a Jimbo in the first one here just to see how he would work out, and he does quite a bit of damage to them because I have him set to Griever, which will make him so he resurrects and also moves quicker. Then we got 2 rotating fire cannons, which leads into the new mouse wheel room. So the mouse wheel room is the same one we always use for the mouse wheel room, which is this one here, the Cross Chamber 02. And in this one, we have made a couple changes. What I've done is, before, if you remember correctly, these two hamster wheels used to be right against here. So this used to be it used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It used to be 8 wide. And I did that to make it difficult for people to roll through. But what was happening was people were just running up to this point and timing it just right and then rolling past everything and not getting hit by the cannons or anything at all. So what I decided to do was I took the cannons and I put them in closer, and I moved one of the hamster wheels out to here and one of the hamster wheels out to here. This makes it so that while people are running around inside, they have to dodge 2 extra hamster wheels. Plus, in some cases, when people are here and they try to do that roll through, they're either hitting this cannon and not finishing their full roll, or B, they're making it just past the cannon and getting hit by this hamster wheel, which allows these 4 cannons to still shoot at them. Another thing that I did to change this is I added 3 cannons in a line here right in the dead center next to these ones. So when you're standing right here in this section here, you can see there was already 2 deaths there, maybe 3 if they're stacked up. That makes it so that if they're standing right there, you're getting 4, 5, 6, 7 cannons unloading on you all at the same time while you're trying to fight all these creatures in here. I have that on both sides, and I kind of put the mines on opposite corners so that it makes it so they can't, just come up, kill this mine, and assume the other mine is directly across from it. So I swapped them up a little bit just to throw in a little bit of a twist. And the creatures on both sides of this, I did put in some corrosion mines throughout this, obviously, to make it so that they take more damage while they're in there. And then I also used a little bit of a different creature lineup than I normally use in here. I only put in 1 smelly warrior with a hard hitting. I put in a hunger bot with a snare so that it slows down your movement in here, allowing the cannons and everything to hit you more. And I put in only 1 bear trap smelly archer, 1 battering ram to sprint at you and knock you down, so it gives the smelly warrior a chance to hit you more. And then we have your dampener and your defendertron, and of course now I've been adding in bone puppeteers to not only heal the creatures but to keep the mine alive longer. So that I find that having your dampener, the defendertron, and the bone puppeteer is making that alone has made the hamster wheel room a lot harder, just by adding in those 3 creatures and making sure that they're on both sides. So that's a change to the hamster wheel room. I did that on both sides, and as you can see, another person died right in the dead center too, because they're getting hit by 7 cannons. So this layout is really good, and it also makes it where this hamster wheel is here and this one's here. Makes it so if somebody tries to start right here where this corrosion mine is and roll through, they'll hit this hamster wheel and get knocked down again. So it does help out a lot. Once they make it through the hamster wheel room, we are into another area here, which this one was already done in, I think, defense 12 or 11. I think it was 12. That's the corner tower 011. I added a little bit of changes to it, though. I made it so when you come through here, you got the rotating fire cannon. Now, the reason why I've been using so many rotating fire cannons instead of the regular cannons lately is because, as you can see, this one rotating fire cannon, which only takes 4 defense points, is defending this whole room. If you watch the spinning and the fire shooting, the only safe spot is right here and right here next to this corrosion mine. Every other place in this room gets hit by fire, so it makes it so that with just 4 defense points, you can make a person stay on their feet and have to keep moving in one room like that. So they're a bigger bang for your buck. Plus, with the faster spinning and the extra damage, they do way more now. So they go through the first gel wall, and the reason why I got 2 back-to-back is that they make it through the first gel wall and then get hit by the rotating fire cannon. So if they use their sprint or anything else to get through this one quickly, they'll be on a cooldown timer to try to sprint or roll through this one, so they'll stay in this one longer and lose even more mana. Once they get through here, I have this same layout that was in defense 11 or 12, and I only put 1 rotating fire cannon in here to defend this whole area, when normally I had 2 cannons in here. Now that would have taken 6 defense points, where these ones only take 4. So it actually is a way better use of your resources, and that's why I've been using them more than the cannons, because the cannons, you're using 6 and they don't defend a whole entire room, where these defend a whole entire room and you're using 4. So I put a couple more in here just to keep making it so that the people who try to come up, pull these creatures out here, they're still going to have to dodge these. Make sure that there's no safe room for them to stand. They can stand right here in the dead center, but then they're going to be cornered by these monsters. And then I pretty much just did another corner like we did back at the beginning of the castle. going one way, and then they have to go the other way, and then I put this guy in here as the last hurrah. And believe it or not, I'll show you guys this. That is actually, I've done this in a couple videos, that is a really good defense when you're trying to use a very minimal amount of your defense points, and you want to just really annoy them at the very end to try to get that final kill in. So it's just one corrosion mine to increase the damage, one cannon, and one defenotron all on that one mine. It makes it so that either A, they're going to be out in these spike traps trying to kill him, or B, if they come in, they're going to have a chance of hitting this corrosion mine, plus they'll have to dodge this cannon the whole time. And then he will keep this mine alive longer, so they can't just run and kill the mine and keep running. So that is a really cheap way, defense points wise, or defense rating wise, to basically protect a mine and still get maximum damage. And then they come through and we got our last mine in here. The reason why I keep putting one mine at the very end is because by the time people get here and they kill this one mine, they realize, oh crap, because they keep thinking that the rest of the mines are at the end. The rest of the mines are at the end, and then they get to the end and there's only one mine, and then they're like, oh no, now we're at the very end of the castle. We got to run all the way back and find that mine we're missing. So there you have it. That is the Castle Defense 13. You're getting quite up there in numbers now. So what I'll do is I will run through this. I'm not going to show you the whole castle because we did that in Castle Defense 12 for these corner rooms, and there's no sense in doing it again. I am going to show you this one because I've changed that one up so you guys can see how different that one is. And I'm going to show you the new hamster wheel room. So let's go check them out. Alright, so we're coming up to the first room here. So as you can see, these guys start moving already. And when I get close, he's swinging at me before that jet wall even falls. Now, if I didn't know that jet wall was going to fall, I'd be stuck in it and they'd be swinging at me like that. So I stayed in that way longer than I should have. I'm not going to sit here and try to actually fight through that because I want to show you guys the hamster wheel room. So I'll just die. Come on, kill me. Kill me. Alright, so that's the new room. You can see how much damage that actually does. Now, the reason why I didn't get as many kills as I should have gotten in that room, after watching the videos over and over and over again, I have found out why that room was not as successful as I thought it was. It's because when I tested it, I did what I just showed you, and I ran around trying to get that mine. What people were doing was they were taking all those creatures and running out here, where there's nothing, killing the creatures and then going back and killing the mine. So I still think it's a really, really, really good room layout. I'm going to probably use it in the next one if I can, but I'm going to do it so that they can't drag the creatures out to a safe area, so they'll be forced to stay in that room and attack. So now for the hamster wheel room. So I added these guys in here so that people can't time that as easily without having to dodge these cannons all the time. And as you can see, it makes it harder for them to roll in now that you got that extra wheel there. So you can see how much damage is being done here, because no matter where I go, I'm constantly having at least 2 cannons attacking me at all times. Alright, so that's one mine down. As you can see, I've already had to use 2 potions in here now. I am taking my time to show you guys everything in here though, but the stun on these guys really makes it hard to make it through here. I'm gonna die. I'm trying to use my potion. There we go. So there you go. I got the 2 mines and I got out, but it took almost 3 potions. Obviously, it wouldn't have taken that many if I was just running through and not trying to show you guys everything. But that gives you an idea. It would have definitely taken at least 1 potion, guaranteed there. So when you come up here, you try to kill this. He's gonna protect it, and now you get this cannon shooting at it the whole time. So if you ignore the other creatures here, you can see why that's kind of an annoying final little thing, and it doesn't take many defense points to do that. So there's 2 things I really want to discuss with you guys that I just remembered when I was running through. One thing, let me just show you here where'd it go. So one thing is that people can run all the way through this castle and still get a guaranteed 1 star or 2 stars. I'll show you how they do that. That's the one problem with this castle. And a lot of people who got their 2 stars that you saw on the defense actually were the ones who did that. And a lot of them are the ones who only used 1 potion because they pretty much just ran straight through, and I'll show you how easy it is to do that with this defense. It's the only thing I dislike about this defense, and if there is some way to stop that, like barriers, then it would make this a lot harder. The other thing I wanted to show you, I believe, was in here, yes. I don't know if you guys noticed, but these guys were able to heal the mines, so that was keeping people in here longer and made it a lot more difficult, and that's why I was having such a difficulty killing those mines compared to other videos we've seen, because they are being healed. So not only are they being defended by the Defendertron, when the Defendertron's not near them, then the healer tries to heal them up. So that makes it so when the person comes in here, they have to kill the healer and the Defendertron just to get the mine dead, unless they get a lucky shot off on the mine. So now I'll show you really quickly how easy it is to skip everything in this. This is the only thing I don't like about this defense. And once again, once they bring barriers into this game, I can see that being a big game changer on stopping people from just running straight through. But I'll show you. This is how easy it is to get 2 stars. And this is why there was so many 2 stars. That and the fact that the other room that I thought was going to be a big one, like I'll purposely just I'm just going to bolt it through. I'm not even going to try to dodge anything. So this is like hardly even trying, just running straight through. This is how Granto did it. He didn't do it exactly like this, but he did skip the hamster wheel room. He is lower level than me, so I didn't really care. But you'll see I just made it through all that, and I only have these 3 creatures to kill. So while the defense is really nice, it is really easy for somebody to just run through this whole thing, get 2 stars. And I can't leave because when you're validating you have to kill all your mines, but you can see at 1 minute and I believe it was 7 seconds when I finished killing that last guy, I would have been done. So that's the one issue with this. But a lot of people want to get all the mines, and they want to try to get 3 stars. So it's not often that happens, but I would say at least 3 people out of the wins that they've had where they defeated my defense was based on them doing that. So you saw how many losses I had. I'd say at least 3 that I can remember. There might have been 4. Did that exactly what I just did. Some of them killed 1 mine and then said screw this and kept running. But yeah, it just goes to show you that it is possible to do that. But there you have it. So that is our Castle Defense 13. This one did really, really well. Once again, don't consider yourself with how big my losses were, only because I lose big when I lose. But as you can see, if you compare this to Castle 12, you'll see that there was a lot more wins on this one, and especially larger wins where we were taking out people with higher crowns. So that's always a plus. I am going to try to do something with this room because it is a very good idea for a room. I just need to put it in a better location because right at the start makes it way too easy to pull everything out and kill what makes this room hard. And this hamster wheel room, I really likes it. So I'm really liking that new design. So let me know what you guys think of that new hamster wheel room. So that is it for now. I'm probably going to keep that hamster wheel room, or I had a couple ideas on how to change it up again, but I might get rid of it altogether. I'll have to see. So once again, I'm going to destroy this castle and build another one for you guys for number 14. So probably I'm going to have this video put up, and then probably by the next day, I'll try to do it tonight. If I can't get it done tonight, then I will do it tomorrow for you guys. So by tomorrow night, so today is the 18th, so by the night of the 19th of June, you guys will have a new castle. Hopefully I'll get it out before then. I'm going to try to see if I can get her done tonight for you. But there you have it. Let us know what you think below. So for the question of the video, I'm going to ask you guys about barriers. What do you guys think about these barriers? And for those of you who don't know, they're going to come up with a new patch soon that's going to make it so that you can put down your own walls that the people have to destroy to get through. And if they don't destroy them, they're blocked and can't run past them. I think that that's going to be a huge game changer. I think it's going to really help people in building their defenses. I've already come up with like 3 or 4 game-changing ideas with them. I'm not going to let you know until they come out so I can show you in the videos. But I've already come up with a couple ideas. What did you guys think of it? Do you guys have any good ideas? And do you think it's going to be a game changer, or do you think it's not going to be that great? But let us know in the comments below. If there's anything else that you guys want to see in these videos, or anything that you dislike about these videos that you want us to try to work on, just let us know as well. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it again, and as always, happy gaming.